Talking about hypnotherapy, I think it's a absolutely fascinating world. How much do you know more about it now after diving into this character?
Well, I've learned quite a bit, like, read some books about it, and also spending a lot of time with Keith Barry, who's a mentalist who was the overseer of all the magic that happened in the movie. And he's taught me quite a bit, but hypnotism's tough to pull off. You really got to have some cojones.
Yeah, cojones is a good one. Well, it's fascinating to watch those movies because the public really loves to see illusionists on stage. For me, they're about, the art of performance, entertainment, but also about ego. Do you agree? Those characters, kind of like the stage.
Well, I suppose any performer likes the stage, or they wouldn't be performing. So to the degree that you tie your ego up into whatever the performance is, I guess that's true.
What?
Bless.
Excuse
me. It's okay.
What would you say is the most important thing for you when accepting a role? Does it have to hold a certain fascination or interest for you, or is it just a whole project?
Yeah, I think I got to be real interested in whatever the journey the character's on, or whatever kind of pathos or humor or whatever's going on with the character. Sure. Definitely don't want to be playing a boring character.
No, I mean, or you
although I have.
Well, movies are different from one another. Every experience is different. Was the first one expected to be so successful with the public, and did that translate into shooting the second one because the expectations were higher?
Well, certainly every single person attached to this movie was surprised by the level of success. Even all the people at Lionsgate did not expect it to have this kind of reception. But and of course, it wouldn't be a sequel if the first one wasn't successful.
Who's your favorite person on set in the ensemble? There's so many people to ping pong with.
Well, that's hard to say. Like, I love hanging out with these guys, my fellow horsemen. That's who I spend the most time with, and we sure do have a lot of fun with Lizzie and Dave and Jesse. Great group of people. We get to laugh all day long. It feels like, Jesus, this feels like stealing.
Throughout your career and the many movies you've been part of, is it important for you to do movies that you like to watch as an audience member?
Is it important? Yeah, you definitely want a movie that's worth watching or fun to watch, When I went to see this one, I really didn't know how it was going to turn out because I'd never worked with John Chu, I knew he was talented, but it was great going. And normally I go just by myself when I'm watching a movie. I did, but I brought a bunch of friends just hoping it would be great. And everybody loved it, and at the end they were like saying, I just wished it kept going, So that was cool.